Good morning, everybody. Let's take a look at what fell before the rain really started to come down. Keep in mind, by the time you're checking your backyard, these numbers may be lowered since the rain kind of squashes down the snow. In general, Providence County, a 3 to 6 inch swath. The highest number I could find was 6.8 inches in Harrisville. North Cumberland coming in with about 6.5 inches. And some lesser amounts, East Providence around 3 inches, 3.5 in Providence in my backyard, and 2 to 4 inches here across the coast. I believe New Bedford had 4 inches, Newport around 2. So overall, a moderate snowstorm, nothing blockbuster or anything like that, but certainly enough to impact the roads overnight. And still this morning, right now we're getting rain on top of the snow. That's creating kind of a slushy mess, leading to some puddles on the roadways. So just use some caution. The roads are still passable. Check out these temperatures. We're down to 34 in Smithfield, 37 Providence, 37 in Newport. Block Island now down to 46. And what we're a little bit concerned about is this colder lobe of air kind of coming in from the northwest. As the winds start to turn from the northwest, it may drop some of these temperatures to at or even near freezing. So there is the potential that some of the water slush on the roadways could refreeze. Again, I think the primary concern would be this evening, but there is a chance that we could get some refreezing even as early as late morning through the early afternoon, especially north and west of Providence and some of our higher elevation areas. So just keep that in mind. Use caution if you're out there. Now, another issue, of course, is shoveling. We have the snow, rain on top of the snow. That will mean that the snow is quite heavy. So just use caution. It will be heavier than it looks. Even though it doesn't look like much, it will be quite heavy to kind of shovel away. And, you know, better to do it now than later when that refreezing process occurs and you just end up with a bunch of ice and concrete snow in your driveway. You don't want to see that. So take care of it while you can. And we have the raindrops falling, so obviously rain, not a great environment to do the shoveling in. And notice the rain on the radar kind of moving away right now, but we're still getting some drizzle even in areas not represented by the green shading. The atmosphere is so moist right now, it's easily to fire off a few raindrops. So for the next several hours, hanging on to the chance of showers. As that colder pocket of air moves in from the northwest, wouldn't be surprised to see a few quick snow showers, bursts of sleet, or even showers as that little shot of cold air moves through. But for the most part, the condition will be to bring in drier conditions as the storm pulls away. It's going to be windy too. Winds from the northwest gusting to around 25, 30 miles an hour. That will make it feel cooler than these high temperatures look. And also, these are Providence numbers, north and west of Providence, perhaps just the 30s. And notice the trend. Even though we might get some sunshine, the temperatures will start to drop as the colder air mass starts to slide into place. And it gets very cold late tonight through tomorrow morning. So here's our precipitation map in general. You can see the precipitation moves away. We get some breaks in the cloud cover this afternoon, especially tonight. Of course, that's not great news because clear skies help to drop the temperature, and that can lead to some of those icy patches. 7-day futurecast brings in a brutally cold morning tomorrow. So again, tomorrow morning's rush hour when you're walking out to the car, on the driveway, sidewalk, make sure you don't slip because anything that's not shoveled away will refreeze pretty easily. 27-year high tomorrow afternoon. On Tuesday, potentially another snowmaker. At this point, this does not look like a big storm, but some of the recent computer models are hinting at slightly higher amounts, maybe 1 or 2 inch. So we'll just keep an eye on this one. Wednesday, we're at 35 degrees. We get some relief from the cold by the middle to the end of the week, with temperatures approaching the upper 30s and then mid 40s. I want to share a picture with you. At a very special group from Cranston come in the other day, and we're actually on the weather wall. Everybody played the role of meteorologist. They asked some great questions, so we thank them for coming in. Now, back to the storm. If you want more information, you can find a lot of resources online. I've been updating the weather blog as well as the rest of the weather team, Tony, Michelle, and TJ. You can find that on WPRI.com.
Now, Eyewitness Sports with